Right, let's get this out the way first, because I'm not sitting here pretending this bloke is anything other than a complete ball bag. Liam T.J. Smith.
305 kilograms.
Whatever the fuck he's calling himself this week. The 29-year-old from Plymouth who's somehow convinced himself, oh no, what the actual fuck is this, you absolute ball bag? Liam back again with another one of his world-class performances. Shirtless as per usual, because God forbid the world misses even 1 square inch of those tragic tattoos. He's the next big thing in music. Mate, you are not. You are not even close. You are not in the same universe as someone who can actually rap or sing.
Go up there. He puts his finger right there. He's cleaning my back. He's going to clean my backside alone. What's his finger right there? That's what you do. That's what I'm being serious. Oh, I'm being serious, guys. I'm being serious.
He puts his finger up there. He does it all the time. Look, I'll roast the tattoos and the hard man image and his dog shit rapping all day long, because that part's ridiculous. But this...
People get tortured. I wank up when people get tortured. Bad people. When bad people that play on animals and bad people that play on kids. I literally wank over that. I seen a rapist getting his balls chewed up by a dog. I literally wank over that over 50 times. I wank over a rapist getting his balls eaten by the dog over 50 times. I wank over a lot of bad people that getting teared apart.
This is serious. You're sat there making these accusations on a live for everyone to see while looking like a rejected muppet with prison tats. That's not content, that's heavy as fuck. And then we get to the one everyone's calling disgusting. Liam on a live, looking straight down the camera, talking about how he wanks over bad people getting tortured. He says he's done it over an ape getting its balls chewed up by a dog over 50 times. Your rapping sounds like a drunk uncle at a wedding who's had 6 pints and thinks he's the main character. Your flow is non-existent. Your lyrics are embarrassing.
The tax they pay by running a business and what they got to pay quite a bit of tax, but you'll keep your community going. They keep your community going.
You sound like you wrote them on the back of a Greg's bag with a biro that was running out. And don't even get me started on the singing.
This is bullying.
They'll try and survive out there like everybody else.
Oh my God, would you fucking stop?
Look, in some videos he speaks completely normal.
House again. Or a flat with 2 bedrooms, or a house with 2 bedrooms. With my bird, Misty.
Oh look, he can speak fucking properly when he wants to, not a fucking retard on steroids. You're out here belting out tunes like you're on the X Factor, when in reality you sound like a cat getting its balls stepped on. It's not music, it's not art, it's not even entertaining, it's just noise. Normal voice, normal accent, nothing dramatic, nothing emotional, just regular talking. Then you switch it on in other clips like you're auditioning for a fucking soap opera.
He's cleaning my back. He's going to clean my backside alone. What's his finger right there?
They'll try and survive out there like everybody else. But you think it's funny, someone's losing money, not bothering me, but you think it's funny because someone's losing money out, and probably to feed their families to survive out there, right? You're sitting there thinking it's funny. What a waster.
That's what you do. That's what I'm being serious. Oh, I'm being serious, guys.
You're literally trying to ruin someone. You're trying to ruin someone's business that's got nothing to do with me.
I'm being serious.
Proper painful noise. And the worst part, you're sat there shirtless, covered in the shittest tattoos known to man, thinking you look hard while you're doing it. You look like you got tattooed by a blind man with a shaky hand in a pub toilet. Oh, no, no. What the actual fuck is this, you absolute ballbag? Stop! Please fucking stop! Oh, fucking wow. Just fucking wow. Ruined a good fucking song. Whitney Houston would wake up from the dead and smack the fuck out of you. How fucking disrespectful. Even by British standards of what the fuck is that, you're doing bits. Absolute ballbag. Proper melt. What a cunt. Graveyard scenes, and whatever else you let some lad called mate, you look like you got tattooed in the dark by a blind man with Parkinson's. And there you are, in the middle of it all, trying to rap like you're the next big thing out of Plymouth. The flow is non-existent. Now with that out the way, let's talk about what actually matters. Because some of the stuff this ballbag has done isn't funny. It's not banter, it's serious. I was doom scrolling through TikTok lives tonight when I landed on this guy called Sticky. Yeah, Sticky. Weird name, I know. But he was live, proper going for it, pulling up court documents, clips, the lot. Telling Plymouth to wake up. Not long after, Liam went live himself, probably doing his usual shit rapping and about how everyone's against him.
Allocation at SA of the carer. I didn't make an allocation. I was explaining how the carer was doing things, how we was washing me in the shower one time when I was mentally unwell.
Now he puts his finger up there. When he washes my when he washes my hands, he puts his finger up there. He actually puts his finger up there.
Massive credit to Sticky and every creator who's been hammering these awareness lives.
When he clean out my back, when he clean out backside alone. Honey, coconut, raw coconut, in organic strawberries.
In the carer clips, you're sat there shirtless, covered in those tragic tattoos, suddenly putting on this big emotional performance, voice cracking, on cue, dragging out every word like you're in EastEnders. He puts his finger up there, he does it all the time. Proper dramatic delivery. The same ballbag who was speaking completely normal in other videos is now doing the full victim act with the shaky voice and the tears. Oh, no, no. What the actual fuck is this Muppet doing? You're putting it on. It's obvious. And then we get to the disgusting clip where you're looking dead into the camera, talking about wanking over people, getting tortured, and apes getting their balls chewed up. Again, that same fake put-on delivery. Right, let's get this out the way first, because this special case somehow keeps getting worse. Liam TJ Smith, the 29-year-old ballbag from Plymouth who thinks he's a hard man, a musician, and a victim all at the same time. Mate, you look like a fat Chewbacca that escaped the Millennium Falcon, got covered in the worst tattoos known to man, and decided to become a rapper. Big, hairy, shirtless, and completely deluded. You look like Chewbacca if he got kicked out of the rebellion for being too much of a melt. Absolute ballbag. Proper fat, hairy, tattooed mess. But you know what actually makes it worse? The fact that you're clearly putting it on in some of these clips. Look, in some videos he speaks completely normal. Oh look, he can speak fucking properly when he wants to.
Why imagine ruining someone's business? Imagine ruining someone's business because you don't like me. But you're not. Why ruin someone's business because you do not like me?
Or maybe moving into my own house again.
Why does everyone else got to pay for it?
I don't know.
Why does other people got to pay for it? Why if you don't like me, but why are you disrespecting other people's businesses?
I'm being serious.
Yes, you don't like me, right? But you're literally going out your way to ruin on someone else's fucking business.
I don't know.
Ruining someone's business.
Not a fucking retard on steroids. Normal voice, normal accent, normal Plymouth lad having a chat. Nothing dramatic, nothing emotional, just regular talking. Then you switch it on in other clips like you're auditioning for a fucking soap opera or a special needs documentary. In the carer clips, you're sat there shirtless, looking like a fat, hairy Chewbacca with prison tats, suddenly putting on this big emotional performance, voice cracking, on cue, and talking like you've suddenly developed the worst speech impediment known to man. He puts his finger up there, he does it all the time. You sound like Kenny from South Park fucked a bucket of gravel and then tried to do spoken word poetry. The same ballbag who was speaking completely normal in other videos is now doing the full victim act with the shaky, muffled, barely understandable voice. Oh no. What the actual fuck is this Muppet doing? You're putting it on. It's obvious. You don't have a speech impediment, you're just a fat, hairy Chewbacca who thinks mumbling and crying makes him sound more believable. It doesn't, it just makes you look like a deluded Wookiee having a breakdown on camera. Mate, you're not that good of an actor. We can all see you're putting it on. What a cunt! What an absolute ballbag! How fucking disrespectful! You look like Chewbacca if he got kicked out the rebellion for being too much of a melt. Oh look, he can speak fucking properly when he wants to, not like a fucking retard on steroids. 1 minute he's talking normal, next minute he's doing the full special needs documentary voice. We can all see you're putting it on, you fat fucking hairy Wookiee. You look like constipated Chewbacca having a fucking midlife crisis. The tattoos are screaming, "Don't fuck with me," while your behaviour is screaming, "Please section this Wookiee." Oh no. What the actual fuck is this Muppet doing now?
Mum, fat Chewbacca with prison tats trying to do emotional scenes. You look like Chewbacca having a midlife crisis on ketamine.
What I'm about to say is dark, brutal, and offensive. Some people will find this funny, some will be offended. That's on you. That's I have issues and I'm going to make them everyone else's problem until the state has to intervene.
You're not a content creator, you're a case study. You keep saying you just want to feel like somebody. Mission accomplished. You're somebody now. You're the guy whose name makes parents check their kids' devices. You're the reason some care homes now have extra protocols. You're the cautionary tale that makes other disabled people look bad by association. You wanted to be remembered, you will be. Just not the way you hoped. Even Homelander would look at you and go, "Jesus Christ, mate, have some self-respect." And that's saying something, because that man laser beams babies. You've reached a level of pathetic that makes a literal psychopath feel second-hand embarrassment. That's not a flex. That's a medical emergency. And the entire internet would just watch in silence, like we're observing a zoo exhibit that started eating its own shit. Because at this point, that's basically what you're doing.
Some videos even put trigger warnings on it because it's that dark. And this is the same ballbag who thinks his rapping is good. The same ballbag who sits there doing his cringy singing and rapping like anyone wants to hear it. Your music is embarrassing. Your behaviour is worse. On top of that, awareness creators have been highlighting moments from his TikTok lives, clips where he's allegedly exposed himself on stream, worn nappies on camera, and interacted with minors in ways that made a lot of people extremely uncomfortable. Google Drive's full of evidence flying around again tonight after Sticky's live. And this is the same bloke who's out here doing his shit rapping and thinking he's some kind of artist. You're not. You're a ballbag with a phone and zero talent.
Things up. The allocation of SA of the carer. I didn't make an allocation. I was explaining how the carer was doing things, how we was washing me in the shower one time when I was mentally unwell.
Okay, I got links, some chicken breast, and yogurt. I'm going to eat yogurt first, cool down, and then the chicken. Normally do the opposite way for the dessert on him. The calories that will.
Like trying to survive out there like everybody else. But you think it's funny, someone's losing money.
Back in April 2025, the Plymouth Herald ran an article saying Liam Smith was accused of 2 counts of stalking involving fear of violence. Dates from August 2023 to June 2024.
But you think it's funny because someone's losing money out, and trying to feed their families to survive out there, right? You're sitting there big as fun. What a waster. You're literally trying to ruin someone. You're trying to ruin someone's business that's got nothing to do with me.
Oh shit, you look at me a piece of shit. Right, one of the guys looked like he's gonna hit me because of the accusations of people believing false reality online.
But you think it's funny because someone's losing money out, and trying to feed their families.
But how is that? Disgusting. I'm gonna attach the files and everything will be on this video.
He allegedly turned up at a named address in Lipson, making verbal threats to force entry and cause harm. Trial listed for February 2026. Then February 2026 came around, and from what the community pages were saying, he was convicted. And tonight, it all came roaring back. One clip that's been doing the rounds again shows Liam allegedly walking into a shop exposed basically in just a thong.
No, then you just serve me, because you should know me, The way I can show you, I can actually show you the recorder.
Live streaming the whole thing, and then absolutely losing it at the staff. Oh no. What the actual fuck is this Muppet doing? You're in a shop in your pants on live, shouting the odds at the workers while comparing it to the beach? Mate, you look like Animal from the Muppets got a phone and a criminal record. Absolute ballbag behaviour. And this is the same ballbag who thinks he can rap. The same ballbag who sits there shirtless doing his shit rapping and singing like he's got talent. You don't. You really don't.
I am bringing you down. You're letting the bullies into my life and discipline my character. And then you're promoting well-being, but you target me, ban me for what? What have I done to achieve this even organisation? I hope
your music is as embarrassing as this clip. This isn't funny. This is the kind of shit that makes people genuinely concerned. Then there are the clips where Liam himself accuses his carer of sexual assault. He's sat there shirtless, covered in those cheap-looking tattoos, while saying when the carer washes his hair, he puts his finger up there. When he cleans his backside,
and he puts his finger up there. When he washes when he washes my ass, he puts his finger.
It reminded me of those old 90s magazine hoaxes. The nude Lara Croft cheat that had lads tapping controllers like lunatics. The secret Nimbus character in Mortal Kombat that turned out to be a joke. Back then, you'd wait weeks between issues trying to unlock something that was never there. Now the proof lands in your hand in seconds. You just open TikTok and the clips are already waiting. The community pieced it together, they shared the article, they shared the shop footage, they shared the carer clips, they shared the disgusting video, and tonight, after Sticky went live, it all came back harder than ever. Liam kept going live, saying he was innocent, probably doing his usual terrible rapping while he was at it. Just like the developers back in the day had to keep telling people the nude cheat wasn't real. The difference is, those old cheats never worked. These clips, people could actually watch them. This is the bigger picture people in Plymouth have been talking about for over a year, and it all got reignited tonight. One article in April 2025, a conviction in February 2026, and tonight, fresh lives from Sticky and others dragging it all back into the light. Whether you believe every clip or you're waiting for the full picture, this is the story that's been unfolding in real time. It's not a magazine hoax from 1997. It's real people, real footage, real live streams, and a community that decided it needed to be seen. That's Liam T.J. Smith, a danger to Plymouth, the bigger picture, the ballbag who thinks he can rap, the ballbag who thinks he's hard, the ballbag who's been causing problems in Plymouth for years. It's not even bad flow. It's like the beat is actively trying to escape you. You're stumbling over words like you've never heard the song before in your life. The lyrics, embarrassing. Proper, I wrote this on the back of a Greggs receipt while waiting for my sausage roll energy. You sound like a drunk uncle who's had 8 pints and thinks he's headlining Glastonbury. The delivery is painful. The confidence is unearned. The whole thing is just tragic. And the singing bits, Jesus Christ. You go from rapping to singing like someone stood off camera with a cattle prod. It's not soulful, it's not emotional, it's the sound of a man who genuinely believes he's got talent when the evidence is screaming the opposite. You're out here belting notes like you're on The Voice, when in reality you sound like a cat getting its balls stepped on in slow motion. The tattoos are doing the heavy lifting trying to make you look hard, but the performance is screaming, I peaked in Year 9 music class and never recovered. You're stood there half naked, covered in the worst ink in the southwest, doing the most mid-rapping and singing I've seen all week, and you've got the audacity to post it like it's fire. Absolute ballbag behaviour. Proper melt. What a cunt. Ugh. Even by your usual standards, this one's rough. The rapping is dog shit. The singing is worse. The tattoos are still a crime against skin. And the confidence, unbelievable. You're walking around like you're the main character when you're actually the cautionary tale. Do us all a favour and stick to whatever the fuck else you do. Because this ain't it, Chief. This is embarrassing. You're not a musician, you're not an artist. You're a ballbag with a phone, a dream, and zero talent. Keep the shirt on next time. And maybe the mic off.